All right, guys, I'm super, super tired. And the way I was sitting, I didn't like. It made me look like I was pregnant, so I'm sorry. I'm actually not fat. It's just the way I was sitting. Um, so this is going to be part two, and it's going to lead into probably 4 or 5 different videos because I want to make sure I get all the information out and people have understanding. So I'm going to jump right into it and pray over everything that I post, everything that I say. Don't take my word for it. Study it. Look up the articles. Look in the description box. Look up, the stuff for yourself. So, all right. I am first going to say, all right. So we've had the Abraham Accord. Okay, the announcement. Okay, Jared Kushner. On it says Joel 3, Jared Kushner makes shock announcement that Israel has agreed to the creation of a Palestinian state by process of division of the land. By September 1st, the Israeli Palestinian Saudis will have signed it. And then the last one will be the one with the Antichrist. Right now, it's the covenant with many, which is the Daniel 9:27, but okay, that will lead to the confirming. Okay, right now this is the covenant with many. The one who confirms it will be the Antichrist. Okay, and he confirms it at his revealing, and the revealing happens when? In the midst of the tribulation or beginning part of it. It will be completely divided then. Right now, this is all getting people on board, all right, with the land. All right, and then this is the peace to security, and we shall then have sudden destruction, okay, within 48 hours, okay, of the Abraham Accord announcement. Donald Trump's younger brother, Robert Trump, enters into the hospital and dies. Okay, we also have New York. We've had 1 million people move out. It is considered a ghost town, and they have been warning signs of a blackout. They have been talking about it. Then we have Izmir, Turkey on 8/18, which had a meteor, and it was green, and it was shooting clear across the sky, and it crashed into the earth, causing fires. Okay, Texas on August 19th, we had huge rolling clouds of smoke, fires, and massive fires, okay? China on August 11th, lightning so deadly. And we also have China warns of imminent war against U.S. potential Gog and Magog, says Rabbi. Indonesia 8:10, shelf cloud, huge platform across the sky. Never seen anything like it. Okay. In Indonesia on the 10th, we also had massive tornado dust storm that formed around the sky and then disappeared. On 8/18 in California, we had wildfires so close to the Nevada borders. August 12th, we had a 12-year-old save a man 2 times his age from drowning in massive flooding. Okay? In India on August 17th, we had flooding and many dying. China on August 18th, massive flooding. August 12th, peace to prosperity from the Trump agreement. August 17th, peace was agreed with the Palestinians. And then California, 8/18, we had weird black ring that looked like a hair tie that was in the sky. Brazil, 8/17, we had a stingray looking cloud with many different colored shapes take over the sky. In Alabama, on the 11th, we had smoke like mist come from above the clouds, which was in the shape of a lamb. And D-Land, we had on the 19th a deadly storm, high winds, and it blows the vehicles over. In Florida, on the 19th, we had a water tornado hit the land. And in California, the 16th, we had a dust tornado. Jefferson City, sinkhole swallows up whole car, massive hole. August 18th. The USA on the 14th, we had green funky cloud lights spread across the sky. But the thing is, my kids and I also have seen it. And we've never seen anything like it. And we have also August 1st in the US, we had hashtag flying jets all over the sky. And it looked like huge explosions, okay? And then we have Colombia, 8/17, we had landslides. All right, so all of these, they just keep coming, okay? And we have massive hurricanes coming. Not one, not two, but three. So now, right here, official NHC maps show two hurricanes at the same time, Laura and Marco. But there's another one that has formed over by the Mexico, California area, which is called Geneva. They will hit Texas, Mexico, Florida, and the Carolinas, which we've had also an earthquake on 8/21/20 in Detroit, Michigan, which was a 3.2 magnitude, and it was spread over a 5.7 mile wide. And we have another hurricane, that is coming, which is covering the whole East Coast. All right, this is going to be another study about the Antichrist, about scriptures. So the stuff I'm speaking of now will lead into the last video of all this. Okay, we also have massive heat indexes of 110 plus. All right. The angels have been told to hold back the four winds. If you look at the four winds in northeast, south, and west, we have hurricanes, floodings, fires. Okay, we've even had 7 of those dust tornado cloud things that have come across the sky, the land. What's that thing called? Water. I'm trying to find it. I wrote it all down. They are water things. You'll know what I'm talking about. I wish I could show you pictures, but I don't have that. Okay, so I'm going to read to you the meaning in scriptures of these 3 hurricanes, and it is going to lead into the Bible study. Okay, Laura means bay and laurel plant, which leads you to Leviticus 20:14. If a man takes a woman and her mother also, it is depravity. He and they shall be burned with fire, that there may be no depravity among you. That is a judgment, okay, is the whole point of this. Okay, Ephesians 5:1-3. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. But sexual immorality, the LGBTQ, and all the impurities or covetousness must not even be named among you, as is proper among saints. Okay, so if we're to present ourselves as Christians, we are supposed to be proper and not have these type of sinful natures attached to us, is what that's saying. Okay, and it says, let there be no filthiness or foolish talk, nor crude joking, which are out of place, but instead let there be thanksgiving. For you may be sure of this, that everyone who is sexually immoral or impure, or who is covetous, which is idolater, has no inheritance of the kingdom of Christ and God. Well, as I recall, these are all considered judgments. And here I go. Geneva means juniper tree. It is also a global city, a financial center, and a worldwide center for diplomacy due to the presence of numerous international organizations, including the headquarters of many agencies of the UN and Red Cross, which holds the highest number of international organizations in the world. Sounds like New World Order. Antichrist, Peace to Prosperity, Agenda 2030, as I have spoken in my dream. Okay, this is the meaning of Geneva. Okay, now here's the meaning of Marco, from the god Mars. And if you look back on my YouTube channel from many, I think a couple years ago, 3, 4 maybe, Mars represents March, and March represents barley, okay? And barley represents the brides of Christ, or the saints of Christ, us, okay? And how it correlates with the barley harvest, okay? But the name also represents Mark, and it means defense and one of the 70 disciples. Okay, and the 70 number, represents the 70 nations that have come together September 25th of 2019 due to, on the Mount of Olives, the sacrifice bringing in the Noahide laws. Okay, On 8/22, we had mysterious seeds showing up in Israel, and we had waterspouts dancing around an oil platform off the east coast of Louisiana. And today, a total of 7, and 7 means completion. Okay, we also had shofar blasts from Mount Olives demanding the third temple construction. Also, Misha, the Benjamin Levite in Israel, says we are now in the 7th month. That is also why they have blown their trumpets, this would be a complete separate Bible study as well. Okay, and with all the fires, hurricanes, and earthquakes, didn't God say to the angels to hold off the 4 winds? Which is a Revelation 7, 6, 7, and Daniel 7, 2 through 4 Bible study. Okay, but I'm going to give now one last thing, and then I'm going to end this video and start talking, make another video, and then the last video that I have is going to tie all this together. Okay, 750 million genetically modified mosquitoes will be released into Florida Keys in 2021 to kill the disease-borne insects. Yeah, okay. Which goes to show how man-made this is. If COVID is a disease, as they say, and needs a cure, mosquitoes ain't it. This is just another plague, okay? All these things that I have stated had happened this month, okay? And most of these has happened since the accord, since the peace to prosperity, okay? And in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when it says, peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail as a woman in labor. So part 3 is coming up. God bless.